Hello people, Liploini here, and welcome friends of the frogs. We are back again with Xibalba here in Dominion 6, game of the century. Well, this turn is a bit of a disappointment. For some reason both of our enemies aren't engaging, so Scalera is probably aiming for more territory of Pirene, since Pirene is dying and we are still untested. So what happened here is this chunk of jewels went off and attacked this little tribe troop here. And there was... wait, fuck, it's... I hate those fucking... sorry, but those flags are all looking the same to me. Okay, this is Pythion eating more of Pirene. So why the fuck did I think... oh yeah, because... wait the fuck, where is he then? Is he... I'm pretty sure his army isn't going to stealth, so did it walk off? Did I miss a battle somewhere? He certainly didn't attack us. So what the fuck did happen here? Here we have Marignon with a couple of raiders. Also eating Pirene. In Bitra, someone got money, I guess the independents, since you're not holding the province. In Xibalba we got some nature gems. Then the abominations of Asphodel killed our scout. Boo! Since this happened and this goes automatically, we can't really do anything about it. With us being allied and all, then we are still at severely damaged. Then we finally lost our second deceased one and got him back as a white mage. And to my own surprise, the Illwinter, the developers of Dominion 6, actually gave our big frogs a big frog custom image. So we now have an undead white mage who is also size 6 and even beefier than normal for a white mage. Really sure of themselves, those 22 moral tell me. Their leadership is now as dead as they are. But their undead leadership is kind of awesome now. They're also kind of chilly, and since this negatively affects everyone around them, I now have to keep them away from my normal troops. They also give a tiny supply bonus, which is confusing as hell. Sailing is definitely also new. They now have snow move. But they're also undead, which means they are now resistant against cold and poison up to the max. And they are still good priests. Kind of an upgrade, I think. We didn't get another spell level in death, but you can't have everything. So let's see. Sometimes undead have some special powers, but this one didn't. He is just a really awesome mage now. Moon has recovered. I lost turn already, but I guess he gets to keep those two because they're not really something an undead can do. I guess he can just magic up a second eye or something. It's also kind of funny how a frog who was a good amphibian is now downgraded to a poor amphibian simply because Illwinter was asleep at the wheel and just assigned the basic standard fallback white mage for this poor fucker. He also went down a size. Normally those big frogs already are size 4. That means a good head taller than your average human. Approximately. And now we have this... oh wow, that's kind of funny. In essence he transformed from a big frog into some kind of humanoid creature when he returned from death. Are we even sure that's the same guy? Anyway... our army has formed up underwater and there is no resistance. Wait, fuck. I meant A for everyone. So let's go over to Utter Deep. On the other hand, oh, let me wait a moment. How is this one province called? Ah, fuck, I just forgot. Well, it makes me a bit sad, but I can't actually vulture troll land, because I just remembered something really important. Let me think. What was the shortcut? Yeah, we are still having a non-aggression pact with them. So, well, this army will go underground, which would be good. Well, we should concentrate on Agartha for now. Do we have even anyone who can march now? Well, not anymore. So, this guy could, but he dies and will then return from the undead approximately next turn. We have, of course, this assassin here. And then we have a flying asshole here. But, where is holding those? Oh, yeah, of course, I forgot. This guy can also frog. So yeah, let's go with this. So it's not much, but apparently the prophet hiding in Iskepna doesn't want to give up just because we gave more defense points here. So I'm upgrading things by sending our Cookstall in to do some patrolling. Then we have to rejigger our recruitment since we are low on money currently. Since a certain asshole took a lot of our underground, water underground away from us, and we still have this guy here and this guy here. Huh. It's kind of risky an option. I have, of course, no idea how much could boil up from the underground since we are closer to the capital of Abysia than Asphodel is. Well, okay, I keep my underwater army together. And I guess we can... Oh yes, there is nothing here. So I guess instead of stepping down here, where there is nothing, I'll wait a turn to see if Agartha has actually for real moved their troops out of sight down south, since I don't have any eyes here. Do I have a scout right? Yeah, where are my shadows? Huh, no idea, maybe they got killed while I wasn't looking. No scouts available here. I have this guy here. Oh, wow, he can't go underwater. And Moo can't recruit frogs that can be stealthy except the capital assassins, which is kind of funny if you take it. So I guess I can use this guy to scout down below here, but he will take longer than our army. Oh, I keep forgetting because of the north-south wrap. That's actually shorter. I just have to make sure he isn't walking right through this army here, because that's probably an easy way to find our wayward frog. 1, 2, 3. Okay, because of the giant army in the way, it's probably longer. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fucking hell. 5, 6, 7 turns. Or 5, 6, 7 turns up there. Yeah, Asphodel is kind of blocking us. The AI wants to route us through the north, but with all those giant Asphodel lumps there over there, it's kind of the opposite of what we want to do. So I'm putting him here, and next turn I'll look what would be the best course of action here. I could just send him... Oh, fuck yeah. Asphodel sitting on Troia is also a problem. So I've opened up some income here. And I'm changing tracks because we need an Murch Aya, so we have another leader here. And here, over here, we're getting somewhere horse brothers. We have some kind of archer. So let's see. Am I recruiting somewhere else? Well, yeah, okay, probably here, right? Right, so let's stop this for now to get some more extra money. And because we are closing in on the ability to turn level 1 water mages into deadly artillery, I'll start recruiting them. In more than one places ever. So this should be enough for now. It's also upgrading our research speed a little bit, as long as I don't need them. It's still awful with all our mages walking around, of course. We are now slowly stumbling to Alteration 6, where we have Frozen Heart, which is important for all our weaker mages. But we also unlocked Friendly Currents right now. We have some extra frogs here for our army. And let me look which of one is our big one. Yeah, that's the big Mac here. After powering himself up, he can then go and use level 5 enchantment, Friendly Currents, which is kind of an awesome combo with our Earth Mage, because we are combining the Curse of Stones, which makes the enemy slower, with Friendly Currents, which makes us go faster. Less exhausted by fightings, of course. It would be optimal if we had strong units that could fight for long instead of our weak little froggies. But I guess for our units with regeneration, that's probably for the best. So of course the encumbrance is tiny, so I probably don't even need this. It's probably something that's better for fighting undead. Even though they are kind of shitty underwater. Anyway, this army is now on the march, and since Agartha has wandered off, instead of poaching more of my territory, I can probably go over water now. The funny thing is, there is this army here. Did he just step out of the water? Well, obviously not, he was in the south. But he could, of course, walk out of range, since I don't have scouts in that region. And be somewhere here in Naga. Or he just walked back south. It could be that all his plan was all along to keep a corridor open to the Sea of the Mermaids to try to snipe this throne away from Asphodel. But of course we can't just sit around and do nothing, so now we are walking this big army around. It's possible that his army is sitting either here. Well, it's probably too slow to move far. So it's either here or here, we just can't see it. And since I can't recruit assassin's frogs in every underwater fortress, only on land, we're kind of fucked here. At least I have this big army of idiots. So that's something at least. We have these poor bastards and we have these poor bastards as a line to stiffen resistance. And then we have... well, okay, we have these guys. And trolls. So we have some odd troops here and there, forming some kind of combat line. There's really not much we can do, I suppose. At least I can turn this one in a ad hoc level 4 mage and then shoot out some minor spells. And the other guys kind of have to stay here. Priest is still preaching, and at least we are making some progress. We are still at 14, which is an upgrade. Our progress has slowed down, but we are still kind of in a weird position. But we also need more research, so I'm putting this one of research again. And the 2 level 1 priests here can do their thing alone. Oh fuck, one of them of course is a big Mac mage. Fuck. Yeah, okay, I keep forgetting our level 1 priests are also our military leaders. I guess I can put them to blessing, or it's probably not doing much since we don't have sacred units. But this also means I can recruit. If things go wrong, I already have a leader here. Now the problem I'm facing is since I can't see for shit, I don't just want to waste all my frogs on a pointless exercise. So all I can do is keep this army ready for when I need it. Then we have this little fuckery here, and since we are still out, let me look at my messages for this, the fraud, yes, civilian. They still need more reinforcements. Yeah, so let's drop some more frogs there and then walk back to recruit some more frogs. But low key here, low key. So, don't want to stop everything totally here. Then we have our capital. Yeah, we have our stealth flyers and we have our mages. Too bad they're too expensive. Our stupid frog assassins are one. So instead of recruiting mages, I'm going for scouts now. Technically speaking, our flyers are also scouts, but they can't go underwater, no, can they? It's a rhetorical question, please don't answer that. 26 gold. Yeah, okay, there's not much more I can squeeze out of here. Yeah, we don't need more leaders here, so I'm regaining some money. We now have another... Am I crazy now? If this guy was set... Oh, wait, I probably did this by myself and then just forgot. It's over here. Yeah, of course, we did some horse brothers. So as soon as I have a real leader here, I can walk over and start recruiting frogs in Orman instead, because that's where the horse brothers are. Next turn we'll have another group of sneaky dudes here, one of which I then can immediately send underwater. And since it's an assassin, it could be he is lucky and kills his enemy. So, no, I already have these guys all here. Well, I can give them some little bit of something here. I still have one slot free for scripting. That's probably where I will put Ice Strike then. I can change from anti-undead to anti-everything at a drop of a hat. So should we do with our main army now? Well, Scaleria didn't attack us and we already have Agartha to fight. And with our froggy nations, that's a tall order already if he actually comes at us in strength instead of what the fuck he's doing right now. But I guess if we just start taking his territory, he will start taking us seriously and come at us with strength, so I need to be ready for this, and Beatra is apparently still dragging on. The funny thing is, all the normal units and commanders inside Beatra are at this point probably deceased and half dead from starvation. But this doesn't count for the normal defenders sitting here. And there's of course tons of supply storage. And I guess, yeah, I have to correct myself. If there's just like 3 or 4 dudes inside eating stuff, I probably still have a lot of supplies ready. A lot of those frogs then will go immediately underwater, because I'm slowly running out of patience with this dude here. So all the other shit can go on. And I have some extra money now for our weird frogs. And some more obsidian club swords, because it's better than the stone lance. 9 or 50, yeah, of course we want, if we want to do something, we want to do some damage, and we need flyers. I probably keep recruiting flyers for a while. And my army here is, well, I can't go into Xibalba because that would disease most of our units and mages over time. So now for now I go into Trollwoods up here in the north. Just in case Scaleria tries something sneaky. But if he just wandered off, somehow, I'm not complaining. It looks like he attacked into Dragon Ridge here, but no, that's Pythium. Fucking hell. Ugh. I keep falling for this shit. So, no idea. So he could have walked all the way back here. I am still thinking in Dominance 5 times, but I have to remember scouting is kind of fucky in this game. Your range is never as good as you may think it is. I'm just fairly sure that all those Tauma Turks I've seen can't go into stealth mode. So what I'm doing now is, since my army isn't needed right the fuck now, I'll march us into Trollwood and then into Xibalba, and then since I'm just a couple turns away from Silvermark and any other possible front line, I'll put them back to research until they're actually needed. You can also reinforce them with some froggies while this happens. And of course make our flyer corps a bit stronger, since they're of course even easier to kill than our frogs. The next turn I'll stop recruiting insane numbers of frogs here. Yeah, let's give you some more frogs as a treat here. Oh, seven frogs for luck. The flyer can stay, it's not really... More scripting! Scripting for the script god. Yeah, okay. That should work. So next turn we send off our new army commander into Orman and change tracks to recruit little level 1 walking artillery cannons. And then start recruiting some frogs in Orman, but not as many. And start recruiting more of our sacreds in Xibalba. And probably some normal frogs, because why not? Kind of funny how fucked we are with resources here. 8, 37, 0, 41, yeah. Holy fucking shit. I know planes are terrible, but apparently we're also already sucking down all the resources we can possibly get from those provinces. So Xibalba has to suffer. It's of course also because Orman here, and especially Delga, is sucking down the resources from Escape, which means it's probably the reason Xibalba gonna get less and less to play with. I guess when I look at this shit I keep forgetting that Packwoods and the Barren Cracks aren't actually connected. Here the fucked up cursed province of Silvermark has roughly the same resources than our fucked up Xibalbian main capital city here. We also have Drain, which means our stupid frogs are now researching even slower than before. Yeah, that's kind of funny. I probably should start thinking to not recruit mages in my capital. I probably would march them over to Orman and make this like my secondary capital or something. Maybe I should. Drain is all over our western reaches, plus of course death from our friend Scaleria. We got tons and tons of growth, because growth is plants and plants is asphodel. And then our main shit is mostly luck based. And I think we have one death even. And drain is here, I just didn't saw it because of my fucked up A side. Yeah, the road is kind of fucked. But we have 2 levels of magic in Mu. So what the fuck am I doing here? In the future, all combat mages should be recruited down there. Okay, I need this guy at least. So what's going on here? Yeah, here's of course Drain. Okay, I'll do this for now. But next turn I will go over here, stop this shit. Fucking hell, our big frog mages are so expensive. 400 to 140 for the smaller ones. So even if I stop the run here, then I have 280 free for Mu. And fuck, this guy is 140 times 2 is 280. 380, 440, and yeah, okay, so to boost my research a bit, since we have magic 2 on our secondary underwater capital here, I should use this to my advantage, since it's +2 research for any mage recruited here. So next turn I'll stop recruiting the small ones for now, and since I don't need a leader up here, I'll use the extra money to recruit our better mages in Mu. And what is left then? Well, we need some frogs in Orman, some frogs in Xibalba, and that's all that we can have until we retake some of our provinces and get some more income. So that's it for now. We did recruiting, marching orders. No big battle in our future, because I certainly don't want to commit suicide by a plant zombie. So my new strategy for now is to throw out Agartha here and gauge their strength, because if I can eliminate their big underwater army, then I probably have a good ability to stop them underground, but I will also need some scouts down here too. There is a scout advancing now, and if there is no patrolling trying him right out, we're in luck. Otherwise I have to send more of my frogs into the water to have a chance at scouting here. Could of course summon some asshole with my death gams. But we need the research, that's fucked up. Those little ones don't have death. That's of course shitty. At least this province is getting drained. Death. The Shadow Servant needs 5. Nope. All my level 2 death mages are far too good. I rely on the amphibian scouts so I can actually get with money. You know, at 350. That will take at least 4 turns, maybe 3, depending on how many mages I can get up. So what the fuck is going on here? Where the fuck is Scaleria's army disappeared to? And we have also a normal scout sitting here, not doing anything. Hey, maybe he did survive. I didn't look too closely. Well, let's send him then this way here. No, you have to stay, you have to stay. You can go to the south to see what's going on there. This guy is probably fucked if he gets found, but he gives me a nice view of what's going on around Bitra. Underground passage. There's another way up, so let's take a look. Oh, It's in beta? Holy fucking shit. So I guess what I can do is resolve our nap with Abysia and then walk down there as soon as Beatra has fallen. I completely blanked on this, but we might be able to pull this off yet. In approximately next turn, I'll 2 turns. Yeah, can do this. Okay. Now, how the fuck do I do this? I mean, it's Abysia has gone AI, so it's not like we are hurting someone by doing this. So now, send diplomatic missive to Abysia. Declare war. So, I'm not even sure I have to do this, but, well, okay. That's 71, 47. I have to type something diplomatic right now really fast. Alright, that takes too long. I'll just end my recording now. And then I'll see you again next turn. Dipluini out. Friends of the Frogs, I am back. Liblini is here with Font Minnesota, the god of Xibalba. Some weird shit happening this turn. At first, the god of fires, Abysia, claims the throne of Ambundians after the player has given up, because the AI doesn't care for strategical nonsense and all that shit. It keeps on tracking despite dying real fast. One of our dump vessels died by just marching from barrel cracks to over there. Then we see Pythium attacking man, but it's really a tiny skirmish. Those acolytes can be grand communicants. I think that means they can just fall in step real easily. And then we have... yeah. That's a lot of astral mages powering up. Too bad. Yeah, and lots of those angels here. Those are also bastards based on their stats. Hard to kill, hard to hit, and even invulnerable. And flying, because why not? The normal troops are of course just normal troops. Hard to hit and medium protection. So don't underestimate them. And they just overrun some basic defense. Then there was a battle in Deep Mount where Asphodel swarmed Abysia's defenses down in the ground. So Asphodel has entered the caves. Emergency level code Omega. Abysia can't stop them. The defenders get overwhelmed. And of course our stupid siege in beta goes on, so we can't go down there by ourselves right now. Yeah, barely touch those evil plant zombies. Then the Baron Crag saw phantasmal warriors and beasts emerging from the mist-covered highlands. Oh wow, that's an event that's paired to this side, so I can't even think it's one of my neighbors doing this shit. In Utter Deep, we got some more province resources, but population decreases. A harsh law against vagrancy has been decreed. More resources and less population? Did they just hang the hobos or something? Well, it's Dominions after all. Then we have this fuckery, where our small group of defenders suddenly gets beset by a bunch of this shit here. Illusions. Look at this. 4 different attacks and high attack skill. So sure, they only have 1 hit point, but if you can't hit them, it will hurt a lot, even if it's fake damage. Those guys are kind of medium. And those are even more harmless. But yeah, those weird illusion monsters are of course the main player here on the battlefield. Yeah, with that many attacks, it doesn't really matter that they only have 1 hit point. I mean, thanks to them rushing in directly into the action, 7 of them still were, well, not died, killed, but dispelled, I guess is the word to use. So we could probably clear them out with a real army fast. Which means, well, well, okay. I don't have anything to do with these guys, and the Baron Cracks are close enough. So while this event was kind of embarrassing, we can just march back here. It doesn't even matter that my mages aren't set up to fight them, because right now there are not many of them left, and they only have 1 hit point. Even our frogs can do this. Critically damaged. Oh, good to see. And the last of our idiots died and got returned as a white mage. And again, it's a super white mage. Yeah, that's a lot of shit. Lost in arm is good. Now let's see if there is a little bit of recovery, like with our first little idiot mage here. I'm putting them to research now. Do I have something that I put on storage for? Nope. Well, okay, so we still have some, a bit dinged up, but well, okay. Next step is we don't need more leaders. Then the frogs are going to this guy here. And since frogs are kind of shitty, he should have at least 3 guards helping him out. Since he's a priest, he can have those. And then I'm moving him over to Orman, so he can collect the other part of the army. The insane... Well, let's take this, and then this. A bit evening out here. And I still haven't found a stupid idiot hiding here. Let's patrol the province to help out the fuckers there. Yeah, let's go underwater here. Okay, that's funny, but it's 2 turns either way. Yeah, there's not much else to do here. Frogger can go down in 2. Oh, this time the AI does something different. Really weird. Oh. And of course... Yeah, why not? Will take a while to get more bats here. Let's see how much money I can get. Yeah, some bats. Now I can go to Moo that still has 2 magic here for some reason, and can get more of our real mages here. Let's hope we can keep this up for a while. Our army is ready to rumble here, but we have lost every contact down there forever. No idea where our shades are right now. Possible they got found out and killed. Too bad our frogs are still slow marching around. Let's see. Yeah, we all have set ourselves to summon water power. So the funny thing is, of course... This army is kind of shitty. Too bad that we're kind of blind here. Yes, I wanted to go down here before I'm getting scouted out to see what's on the other side. Well, yeah, Agartha, but what more, please? I have this guy here, so I'm scouting up ahead of my army. And since there is not much going on here, yeah, most of this will probably go over very well. Since I'm kind of paranoid sometimes, I probably should. I mean, I have this all scripted, so it's not like it's going away. Yeah, okay. Just in case an army is suddenly showing up from the blind part. Even though falling frost isn't exactly optimal. But Agartha and Asphodel are at peace right now, and Asphodel is advancing now into Trollland and Bladewood. I asked, and yeah, he isn't budging. So what we have to do is now marching northward back into our territory to clean house. So hopefully I can see a little bit more next turn. Then I'll get some reinforcements for the ground-based combat here. My other army is now stuck going back and forth a while, I guess. Well, since there is nothing else going on, it's not like I'm losing much. And Bitra has now gotten even more shitty frogs to play around with. Do I have something left over here? Yeah. Those tiny ahas and some more frogs. There are now 187 frogs and friends sitting in Bitra. And critically damaged means hopefully we can fucking crack this thing open soon. There is yet another fortress on the other side, this time Abysia. And of course it's their capital. And Asphodel is there. So next turn we'll hopefully crack open Bitra. Then he is here. And after we storm Bitra, he is here. So yeah, Asphodel is kind of steamrolling the game right now, while everything we do is incredibly slow and painful. And we have shit like this where Agartha just got some of our provinces and then wandered off. And so of course we can now wander right back. I still don't want to use the army and Mu, just in case he is sitting out of sight. Of course, by now I have no idea where he could be. That's a mystery, but I make this a 1-2 punch. If I am next turn in Duvan and his army isn't visible in the south and not in the north, I'm guessing it's too far out of range to be seen, and I will then use my army in Mu to advance back to the south. This way our weak frogs can beat up some underwater defenders for the second time, and my main magic army won't... Yeah, my main magic army can actually survive his huge stack of earth elementals, I'm hoping. While our impressive number of frogs are mostly good against very basic enemies. We are still trying to reach Alteration 6. And yeah, that's it for now. We are attacking Duvan next turn and to retake the province we lost back from the illusions. Holy fucking shit, it's kind of annoying that I have to do this just to get back to my own capital. At least we have more wolves. That's also something. At least they have more than one hit point. Real wolves, not just illusions. Yeah, not much to say here. Asphodel is clearly rolling away with the game, and there is a picture I want to share with you. I will probably put it down here now for you to watch. And I really hope I don't forget this picture. 1, 2, 3. So, hopefully I can find this marker and put the picture here, because it would be embarrassing if I forgot. As you can see, the problem in this game is that everyone keeps fighting each other instead of Asphodel, and Asphodel therefore has assembled armies the size of several other nations put together, like 810 units, even with the let's say not exactly stellar accuracy. That's bad. I'm guessing, based on evidence, that Scaleria and Asphodel made some kind of peace because Scaleria didn't want to immediately lose the game. And there is somewhere this stupid province, the stupid edge of the map where 3 big armies of 3 different non-Asphodel related players were facing off each other. Also looks like Pythium wants to win the normal way because they're advancing on Man. Man better find out real fast how to stop this army of mostly magic-powered assholes, because that's a strong army, even if it's not 800 plant monsters. This possibly means that Scaleria is also kind of... Oh, okay, Pyrena is still free. I have no idea why. And I still have black splotches in my view, so let's clear that right up. Do I... yeah... no, I'm not recruiting scouts right now. I just was recruiting those terrible frogs for a while. Yeah, okay, that's it for now. Next turn, I'll have aggressively scouted the region near the Sea of the Mermaids, and then I'll know if I can move my frogs or not. If they're just normal units and local point defense, province defense, sorry. Playing too many space games, then we can act, and fast. The game plan for now is to just walk back into the water to get our stuff back first, and this will take 1-2 turns, and yeah, and we are clearing ours out here. Since there are troops in armor, they're probably marching into water right now then. So we are cleaning up Boat Eater, then on the march back. And then we can't really decide if we go the southern route or the northern route, depending on what our enemy is doing. Yeah, I could put some into Packwoods, there is a lab. But yeah, it's both drain 1. Not much difference. Oh, I keep forgetting sloth 3. That's a lot of sloth. And I think it's not even from our dominion, or? Yeah, it's something like sloth 1. So this is influence from our bad neighbors. We lost Darton again, but gained some other province somewhere. We're still... oh no, we gained another province. We are at 50 now. But we seem to be mainly making gains against either Scaleria or the empty water provinces. Okay, not much I can do here, so Libluini out. We'll see each other next time.